Hi everybody, welcome. It's Cheryl again. Today I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a bunch of yoga drills that build from the modified move up to a little bit more challenging move, just by kind of shifting the way we think about the move, shifting the way we go into the move, and adding on. So it's going to kind of blur the lines between yoga or fitness, whatever label you wanted to say. You say tomato, I say tomato. But it's just kind of a cool way that we're going to go about today's class, and we're still going to get the strength in and the flexibility and the stretching in, but just kind of from not your normal traditional flow. So find a nice comfortable seat. My seat is up on this block so that I can have my hips open up wider than normal. Otherwise they'll be really tight. I'm leaning back slightly so that my vertebrae is stacked one on top of the next, right underneath the sit bone. Lifting up my shoulders towards my ears, then pushing them back and sliding them down the rib cage. So you're really feeling this engaged right here, and making sure that you have the slight pelvic tilt so that you do not collapse into that lower back. Arms are out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, let them float down. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, let them float. One more time, inhale, let them rise. Interlace the hands behind the head, lift up the chest, roll the shoulders back, place the elbows back as far as you can towards the far wall, squeezing the shoulder blades in, tucking the tailbone under with that pelvic tilt so you're not arching that back while you do this position, and then reach over to the right side, and then the left. You're going back side to side at the beginning in this dynamic stretch to warm things up all across the lateral side, as opposed to holding it in a static stretch, which might be a little bit too soon. You kind of want to get the body warmed up before you hold those longer stretches. One more time to the other side. Bring it back to the center. Let the arms float down to the floor. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, place the right arm down toward the earth. Bring the left arm over. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach the crown on the inhale, exhale on the twist from the waist. Inhale through the crown, exhale through the waist. Bring it back towards the center. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, let the left arm float down. Keep the right arm extended. Reach to the sky first through the crown and the fingertips, and then rotate through the waist. Inhale through the crown, exhale through the waist. And release, bring it back to center, both arms come up. Inhale and exhale, let them float. Taking that block, you can stay facing forward. I'm going to show you from the side what I'm going to be doing. You're going to sit on the block in a comfortable seat here. Many of you may need two blocks. I don't want you to have any stress on the knees, but this is a nice stretch for the quadriceps. Roll the shoulders back and down. Stack up the vertebrae, one on top of the next. Take a deep breath in, rise up. Inhale and exhale. Placing a towel, I'm going to let you pause here if you need to, if this bothers your knees. Make sure there's a towel under your knees. I just want you to stop for a second, pause, come back. On the next inhale, we bring it up. So inhale, exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Keeping the block where it is, we're going to bring it out and down into puppy dog pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Bring the arms to the side and push back. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Bring it up slightly. Walk the arms back and then sit it down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Switch out which arm moves back first. Bring it back and then sit it down. Taking that block away if you feel comfortable now. Knees are width distance of the mat, toes come together. See if you could sit those hips back between the legs, extend the arms out, and then just bring up the hands so they're not on the ground, So you get deeper into that stretch of the shoulders. Keeping this position, just walk the hands over to the left side. See if you could reach the right arm farther than the left, so you're getting a deeper stretch into that whole right side. Inhale, lift up. Walk the hands all the way over to the left side. See if that right side, see if the left hand extends farther than the right. And lift up. And bringing up to that tabletop position. Hands are underneath the shoulders. You're pushing away from the earth and clawing at the mat. Knees are underneath the hips. Toes are now curled under, and then release the belly, opening up the chest towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, tops of the feet press into the earth, round out the back, chin to chest. And do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, and on the round, sit it back into that child's pose. Bring it back up with rounded back, and then release the stomach, opening up the chest. Inhale. Exhale, round. Sit it back. Keep the round. Bring it to tabletop. Release the belly, open up the heart. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more time. Round. Bring it down. And bring it up. Keeping the connection with the right hand onto the earth, peel the left arm up, opening up the shoulder, the chest a little bit more, reaching up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, place it down. Swap out arms. And place it down. Bring it up. This time we're going to thread the needle. Bring the arm through, lower the shoulder down to the earth, the ear to the earth. Get that nice stretch. Maybe walk out the right hand. Walk the hand back. Bring it back to that tabletop. Peel the right arm up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Shoot it through. Walk the left arm up. Bring the left arm back. Bring it back in. Walk the hands out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, get a deeper stretch. Inhale, bring it up. Peel the right arm up. And bring it down. Rotating more. Kickstand the left arm. Bring the left leg back. And then get deeper into that rotation. Bring the leg in. Bring it back. Center, peel the left arm up, bring it through, and then bring that right leg back, and then rotating, opening up more, pushing towards the back, bring it back to center, hands underneath, in that tabletop, still pushing away from the earth, belly button is to the spine. Take your right leg, down and faces away. Bring it in towards the elbow and bring it down. Take your left leg, bring it in towards the elbow, and then bring it down. Extend the right leg out, flex the foot, draw the belly button in, and bring that knee to the elbow. Extend it back out and bring it down. Extend the left leg out, flex the foot, press through the heel, push away from the earth, bring that knee into touch, and extend and bring it down. Beautiful. We're going back into this child's pose. Sit it back. Round, bring it up. And now bring it up by lifting the shins off the earth. Extend through the crown, so don't collapse into the shoulders. Push away from the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the legs. Sit it back. Inhale, bring it up. Toes curl under, lift the shins up, lower, and sit it back. One more time. Toes curl under, engage the core, lift up. And now from here, sit it back into those heels. So kind of deep into that child's pose, ready to spring out, and then bring it to that tabletop. Sit it back, you're pushing away from the earth, and bring it back to the tabletop with the shins floating. If you can't do that, you can release the knees to the earth. Bring it back, and bring it center. We're going to lift the hips up, pushing away from the earth in downward facing dog. Lifting the heels, so just pedaling out the legs, bending the knees as much as possible. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, so you're rolling the arms in towards the center, clawing at the mat, and then just making sure those shoulders are not up by the ears. They're pushing away. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, bring it back to that tabletop position. This is where you could always end up staying if you don't want to hover. Lift the shins up, sit it back, straighten out the legs, and then roll out to a plank. Shins hover, sit it back, lift up the hips, roll it out to a plank. Shins hover, sit it back into the hips, lift it up, roll it out to the plank. And then we're going to reverse it. Hips up, downward facing dog, and bend the knees and bring it forward. Beautiful. And release. Sit it back into child's pose. Lift the hands up, see if you feel the difference in the shoulders. Inhale, bring it up. Bring it into that plank pose. Building on what we did in the tabletop, you can go back to the tabletop. Bring your right knee to the right elbow and bring it back. Bring your left knee to the right elbow and bring it back. Do it again and bring it back. And again, all the while you're pushing away from the earth. One more time on each side. And then bring it up into downward facing dog. Push away from the earth, lift up the hips a little bit higher, have your ears right between your arms, pedal out the feet. Then be still with the dog, lifting up. You're going to roll out into that high plank, and with that, you're going to bring your right knee to the right elbow. And then bring it up to downward facing dog. Left knee to left elbow. Downward facing dog. We're going to go 2 more each side. Roll it out. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Hips to the sky. Exhale, roll it out. Engage that core. Knee to elbow. Bring it back up. One more time. Release the knees to the earth. Sit it back into that child's pose. Walk the hands to the right side. Get the left arm a little farther than the right. Feel that beautiful stretch in the lateral side. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands over. To the left side, extend the right farther if you can, feeling the stretch on the whole right side. Inhale, bring it up. Back to that tabletop position. Breathe your right leg up. It's nice and bent. Draw the right hip toward the earth, the left hip back. Don't collapse into that lower back. And then open up the hips. And then bring it back center and release. Left leg is up. Foot is nice and flexed. Push away from the earth. Open up the hips. And then bring it center. We're going to do that again with the right side. Bring it up. Open up the hips. And bring it center. Be mindful that you're pushing away from the earth with those hands. You don't want to collapse into the shoulders. You don't want to collapse into the lower back. So make sure that you've got a nice pelvic tilt. You're not trying to get higher with the leg by compromising into that lower back. That's not. Listen to your body on how mobile you are, your mobility. And bring it back to center. Sitting back onto the heels. If you need that block, use it. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, keep the left arm up to the sky and do that nice gentle twist. Inhale, center. Right arm stays up to the sky. Do a nice little twist looking over the side, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale, rise up, keeping the toes curled under, roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, keep the right arm extended, twist towards the left. Put your hand in the pocket and release. Other side, reach up with this arm, put this hand, the heel of the hand is here, slide up and push down. Get that support in that lower back. I'm going to show you again. Reach up, bringing the heel of the hand, the palm, right under the lower lumbar, slide up and push down at the same time, pushing the hips forward, tucking the tailbone under so that you do not collapse in that lower back. And release. Inhale, working the other side, slide up and then go down. And then release, bring it down, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift it up. Right arm stays up, left arm reaches back. Maybe get a deeper extension by grabbing onto that heel. And bring it center. And then switch. Push the hips forward. Tailbone is tucked under. Squeeze the glutes a lot so you don't feel that collapse in the lower back. So really squeeze, 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 squeeze those glutes. And bring it up. And one more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those glutes. And bring it back to center. Bringing it down into that tabletop position. Round out the back tops of the feet. Push into the earth. And release. Right leg comes up, it's bent. Open up the hips. Bring it center and bring that knee to the elbow. And we're going to do it again. Open it up. Bring it center. Knee to elbow. Open it up. Bring it center. Knee to elbow. And then release the legs to the ground. Other side. Up. Open up the hips. Bring it back to center. Bring the knee to the elbow. Open up the hip. Bring it center. Bring the knee to the elbow. Open up the hip. Bring it center. Bring the knee to the elbow. And then release it. Keeping the knees right underneath the hips. Walk the hands out. Fingers are nice and tented. Go into that puppy dog pose to get deeper into the back. Forehead might touch the ground, maybe the chin. Some people are so flexible that their chest touches the ground. Inhale. Exhale, walk it back. Just slightly, enough to bring it up to the plank and then up to downward facing dog. Breathe the right leg up and back, bend the knee, flex the foot, stack the hips. Press into the right hand a lot so that you're not collapsing into that side, just getting that beautiful opening. Inhale. Exhale, bring it center, lower it down, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. Inhale, roll it up to downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back, bend the knee, flex the foot, stack the hips. Bring it back to center. Roll it out. Lift it up, stack the hips. The right leg is coming up. You're pressing into that right arm a lot. The next time we roll out, we bring it center. We bring that knee to elbow. Lift it up. You're still staying on that side. Now, you can always go back to that tabletop. Extend downward dog split. Bring the knee to the elbow. Bring it up. Bend. Flex the foot. Open up. Bring it center. And bring the knee to the elbow. Bring it back to downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend. Center. Knee to elbow. Lift it up, open, Bring it center, knee to elbow, lift it up, open, center, knee to elbow, and then sit it back into that child's pose. Inhale, bring it up onto that tabletop. Once again, pushing away from the earth. Bring the right leg up to the side. Help it along if you need to with your hands. And then bring it back down. Bring the left leg up to the side. If you need to push it along with your hand, do that. And then bring it back. Extend the right leg out, flex the foot, and now bring it up to the outside of the right hand. And then bring it back. Extend the left leg out, and now bring it up to the outside of that left hand. And bring it back. One more time, extend, bring it up, and bring it back. Extend, step it outside, and bring it back. Beautiful. Push away from the earth. Take a deep breath in. Walk the hands out. Bring it up to plank, and then up to downward facing dog. Breathe the right leg up and back. And then step it to the outside of that right hand. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Press through the left heel. Extend through the crown of the head. And get this beautiful stretch. It's like a wide leg low lunge. Inhale. And bring it back. Exhale. Up to downward facing dog. Let that left leg rise up. And then step it to the outside. Drawing the hips back so they're nice and parallel. You could even use that arm for leverage and that leg pressing them both towards the midline. Pushing away from the earth, press through the right heel and extend through the crown of the head to get that beautiful length. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back. All right. Right leg, bring it up and back. Flex the foot. Stack the hips, opening it up. Inhale. Exhale, step it to the outside. Keeping your left arm down. Peel the right arm up. Draw the legs in towards the midline. Have the knee over the ankle. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Exhale, place it down. Step it back. Bring it up into downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back. Flex the foot. Stack the hips. Step it out to the outside. Gently peel. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring it. And then bring it down. Now, to make it a little bit more fitnessy and faster, you go a little bit quicker. You don't have to. You could try it. Breathe the right leg up and back. Flex the foot. Center. Step it. Reach. Place it down. Downward facing dog. Up and back. Step it out. Breathe. Bring it. And reach. Up and back. Flex the foot. Bring it out. This time, reach the arm out overhead. And then bring it back. Downward facing dog. Lift the leg up and back. Step it. Reach up and then reach over the head. And bring it down. And you're going to bring your right leg up to meet your left. Right in the center. Into that Malasana Yogi squat. Bring it down to Malasana squat, Yogi squat. Using the arms for leverage. If you need to be on a block, you could be on a block. That's perfectly fine to help you get here. It's working on a lot of the ankle mobility as well, and it's giving a little bit relief from those arms from all the arm bounces we were doing. Keep the chest nice and lifted. The tailbone is towards the ground, feeling that beautiful stretch of the hips, flexors. Bring the arms down. Heel toe the legs in towards the center till they're around hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows, let the head hang low. And then just shift side to side, swinging, getting a little bit of relief, opening up those shoulders, letting the head be nice and heavy. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Place the hands down, heel toe the legs out until the toes are facing slightly out. The knees are in the same position as the toes, and then rise up. Bringing it into goddess pose. We're going to warm up by bringing it down, and then bringing it up, and exhale, bring it down. You're squeezing the shoulder blades back behind you. You're sliding the shoulders back and down, and squeezing those shoulder blades back in. And once you get here, you're going to hold it down into this isometrics. Tailbone is tilted slightly, and shift the weight side to side. So we're no longer isometrically holding this. We are adding that little movement in here, but the arms are staying static, and they're squeezing the shoulder blades back to work on that good posture move here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it center, straighten out the arms, straighten out the legs. Deep breath in. Inhale, a little bit of release. You just bring it down and up, and bring it up. Drawing the legs in towards the midline every time you bring it up, so get that little extra inner thigh work. Bring it down on the isometrics. Tailbone is tucked. Right elbow over to the leg, and bring it center. Working on those oblique muscles along the outer side of the core. Squeezing those shoulder blades back. Tailbone is tucked under. Isometrics on those legs. Make sure to breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, straighten legs. Deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down all the way. Inhale, bring it up. So, this might feel like a good relief of a stretch, or it might feel challenging for you as a strength pose. Depends on how you feel in your body with this. We're going to do this 2 more times. And 1 more time. Beautiful. Interlace the hands behind the head. Roll the shoulders back and down. Sit it down into that goddess pose. And then bring it side to side. For 8, 7, 6. Lean the head back towards the hands. The elbows back, creating that space in the chest and the opening of the shoulders. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 1 more time each side. Beautiful. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Parallel the feet. Inhale, exhale. Flat back, flat back, flat back. Stay here. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze them tight, and then lift up. Beautiful. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hinge from the waist. Squeeze the glutes and lift back up. Beautiful. Hinge from the waist. Squeeze the glutes and lift back up. And hinge from the waist. Squeeze the glutes and lift back up. Heel to the legs and sit it back down into that yogi squat. So we had a little bit of the break of the arms. This is the second time coming down into the yogi squat. And as I said, you could build on this pose. And by building on this pose, you can do an arm balance. A crow if it's in your practice. If not, you can look back on a bunch of my videos where I explain how to do crow pose. It's all up to you if you'd like to engage in it or not. You're drawing the belly button in, pushing away from the earth, looking forward to counterbalance the weight in the hips and the thighs, and you're squeezing the abs as much as you can and engaging the core as much as you can and pushing, pushing, pushing away from the earth so you don't collapse into those wrists, into the back, and then bring it back down. Right arm stays down, left arm peels up. Revisiting this twist, we've done it a couple of times before. Now we're seeing how it feels in this position. Place the arm down, reach up, squeeze, 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 and bring it down. Take a deep breath in and rise. Beautiful. Heel toe the legs out, nice and wide until the left leg is nice and parallel with the back of the mat. The right leg, the toes are facing forward, and the knee is bent. So you're adjusting that when you extend out the arms, the wrists are on top of the ankles. That's how you'll know how far the leg should be. Straighten out the back leg and press through the outer edge of the foot. Bend the front leg so it's right over the ankle and the toes are facing the front. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach through those fingertips. And hold this Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. It's a strong pose. Make sure you're not collapsing into anything. Really feel those legs working. And then bring it up. Straight arms, straight legs, and bring it down. Bring it up. Straight arms, straight legs, and bring it down. And bring it up. Straight arms, straight legs, and bring it down. Staying with the legs exactly the way they are. You're not moving them. They're your foundation. You're just moving the upper body. Reach back into peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back to warrior 2. Inhale, bring it back to peaceful. Exhale, bring it back to warrior 2. Check it out, your knee. Make sure it doesn't come in. You want to keep it out. Peel it back. And then bring it down. Again, the legs are staying exactly where they are. You're taking your forearm and you're placing it against the top of the leg. Bring your left arm out. Roll the shoulder back and down. And then extend that arm out for extended side angle. Bending the front leg a little bit more, getting a little bit deeper. From here, keeping the leg exactly the way it is, bring it into Warrior 2. And then extend. And then bring it to Warrior 2. And then extend. And bring it to Warrior 2. And then straighten that front leg. Peel it back. Inhale. And exhale. Peel it back. Inhale. And exhale. Peel it back. Inhale. And exhale. We're going into Trikonasana triangle pose. Reach, 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 reach. Hand on the shin or the block or the floor. Reach up towards the sky. Don't let the butt stick out. You're pushing off the ground, being very light, and you're lifting up. Straight leg, lift it up. Peel it back. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. And bring it down. Now, if this is hard for you, you're going to bend the leg and bring it up. And then straighten. And then bring it back. Okay? One more time. Reach. Extend. Either bend the leg or keep it straight. Engage the core. Push off the earth. Lift up. Bring it back. And bring it center. We're going to go to the other side. So just pivot, pivot, pivot. Bending the leg. Roll the shoulder back. So this time I'll move back a little bit more. This knee is directly over the ankle. The back leg is parallel to the mat. Press into that outer edge, the pinky toe side edge of the foot. Have this knee over. Make sure you can see the toes. You can't see the toes if your knee rolls in. You want to open the knee out. Roll the shoulders back and down. Straighten out that back leg. And balance between. So this is your nice foundation. You want to just keep that balance and that strong foundation. So you're not pushing more into one leg than the other. It has to be nice and even. Take a deep breath in. Straighten out the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here, double check on your foundation, making sure everything's okay. Your butt's not back out a lot. You're arching your back, no way. Roll the shoulders back. Legs exactly where they are. They're not moving. Bring it back. Peaceful. Peel it back. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back to your inhale. Peaceful. Exhale. Here two. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale. Here two. Again, the legs are not moving. They are your foundation. They are strong. Place the forearm on the leg. Roll the shoulder back and down. Bring your arm out in front and then roll it back so that you can get that full mobility of the shoulder and get that beautiful extension, that line. Don't collapse in the shoulder. You're pushing away. You're reaching through, keeping legs where they are. Bring it back to Virya 2. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Bring it to Virya. And then reach. And then bring it. And then straighten it out. Roll the shoulders back and down. Reach, reach, reach. Trikonasana. Hand on the shin, a block or behind, and lift up. So you're being very light on the hand that's on the ground, and you're reaching towards the sky with the hand that's lifted. I didn't say it the first time around, but we're going to lift up. If you need to bend this front leg first and go through Virya 2, do that. Otherwise, you're using your core and you're lifting up and peel it up. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. And lift up and peel it back. And reach, reach, reach. And lift up and peel it back. Pivot those legs and you're pivoting it all the way. The back heel is raised. Widen the legs a little bit more so that you're nice hip distance apart, railroad tracks, straighten the back leg, bend the front leg, roll the shoulders back and down, and rise up into that high lunge. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then twist. Drawing the legs in towards the midline, squeeze them in, straighten out the back leg a little bit more. Knees on top of the ankle. I am shaking because this is not easy. And then bring it up. Beautiful. Squeeze. Bring it down and up and down and up and down and up. Straighten the front leg. Back leg goes down. 45-degree angle, and then reach, and now bend. So just a slightly different angle. Warrior 1. Beautiful. And then bring it over to the other side. Lifting up, adjust the legs so that they're hip distance. Bend the knee so it's over the ankle. Lift the heel up of the back leg, straighten it, roll the shoulders back and down. Lift up, and then hold. Deep breath in, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and get that twist. Draw the legs in towards the midline. Reach the arms out to the side. Draw the belly button in. Lift through the crown of the head. Inhale, bring it back center, and then lower. 3, and lift it. 2, and lift it. 1, and lift it. Bring the back leg in, 45-degree angles, and lift up into Warrior 1. Feel the slight difference that it has in the hips. Beautiful. And bring it back to the other side. You're in that high lunge. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, straighten out the front leg. Hands on the blocks or the floor. Flex the foot. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, shift. Going back into that high lunge. Pull it down. Lift it up. Straighten. Bring the arms down. Shift the weight. Get that beautiful hamstring stretch. Right hip back, lift hip forward. Inhale. Exhale. Bending the leg. Lifting up into that high lunge. Twist. Bring it back center. Arms go down. Straighten the leg. Shift it back. Inhale. Exhale. And then release that back leg towards the earth. Lifting up. Roll the shoulders back and down. Use blocks on the side if you need. Place your hand here if you need. Or bring the arms up for your expression. Pressing into the back leg. Tailbone is tucked under. Opening up this hip. Getting the chest nice and wide. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hands come down to the floor or the block. Toes curl under. Shift into that runner's lunge. Inhale, bring it back. Anjaneyasana. Top of the foot's in. Reach up. Stretch. Maybe interlace the hands behind. Knuckles towards the earth. Tailbone tucked under. Hip is nice and open. Release the hands to the block or the floor. Toes curl under. Shift back. Bring it back to center. Lift it up. Stay here or reach back. Deep breath in. Bring it back to center. Last time. Toes curl under. Shift it back. And bring it up. Walk the hands all the way over to the other side. And rise up. Back into that high lunge. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift up. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the hands down. Shift it back. Flex the foot. Draw the left hip back, the right hip forward. And release. Inhale. Lift it up. And bring it forward. Sit it back. Bring it forward. Lift it up. Hit the twist. Squeeze. Bring it back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come down to earth. Shift it back. Bring it forward. Rise up. And then release to the ground. Tailbone is tucked under. Maybe bring the thumbs together. Lift up and roll back. Your toes could be curled under, or you could place the tops of the foot onto the ground, pressing into it a lot so you're not collapsing in the back. And then release the hands down. Shift it into that runner's lunge. Bring it back. Arms are lifted. And maybe interlace again. Knuckles towards the earth. Chest is to the sky. Tailbone is under. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands to the earth. Shift it back. Flex the foot. Bring it back up. Take a deep breath in and get that deep stretch down the back leg. Bring it back to center. Shift the weight. And lift the leg up. Bring it towards the center. Walk the hands out. Tense up the fingers. Hollow out the armpits. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back. Bring the legs in a little bit more. Walk the hands back through the legs with the fingertips facing back. So I'll do it sideways. Fingertips are facing back, getting deep into that stretch. And then release. Have your right hand underneath your shoulder. Peel the left arm up. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand is under shoulder. Peel the right arm up. And release. Walking the hands over to the right leg. Make the connection with the chest to the thigh first. Taking your left hand by the ankle. And once you're here, you could add that twist. And release. Walking it over to the other side. Get the stomach, the belly, the chest onto the thigh first. The right hand reaches towards the ankle. And once you're centered in here, then you peel the other arm up, reaching towards the sky, always trying to create that space. Bringing it back down. You're going to walk the hands between the legs and get yourself set up for firefly pose if you want. If you don't want firefly pose, you can stay in this inversion, either holding the ankles, the calves, peace sign on the big toes, letting the head go towards the earth, shifting the weight forward into the ball of the feet, and getting that beautiful stretch, and then just rolling the shoulders away so they're not up by the ears. If you'd like to try firefly pose, the arms go out, back, back, back. So it's similar to crow. The fingertips are facing forward and the legs are out. And then you take a deep breath in and lift them up. And then you can release wherever you're at and get yourself down onto the ground nice and easily. However that may be. Your legs are going to stay out in front of you. They're bent. I'll go to the side. And you're gently rolling one vertebrae at a time, back, down. Hands are behind the head, but they're not pulling on the head. Belly button is to the spine. Take a deep breath in, push the belly button down, and then just lift the head and shoulders off the ground, and then let them go down. Lift the head and shoulders off the ground, and release. Extend the right leg out, the left leg stays back. Lift up and down. One more time. Up and down. Bend the right leg, extend the left leg out, belly button to the spine. Lift up the shoulders off the ground and bring them down. Lift up the shoulders off the ground and bring them down. If you don't have lower back issues and you're rounding out the back a lot, you're bending, straightening both legs, head and shoulders up, round out this back a lot to protect the lower back. Round out the back a lot. Bring it down and up, and then if you can, you can do it with one leg. Bend the right leg and lift it up and roll it down. Extend the right leg, bend the left leg, round out the back, belly button to the spine, lift it up and roll it down. We're going to do 2 more times. You're going to swap out legs, or you could do it with straight legs. Round out, lift it up, one vertebrae at a time, roll it down, And we'll try that again. Round it out. Let's get one vertebrae at a time. And bring it down. Beautiful. Bend the left leg, extend the right leg. And lift it up and reach and bring it down. One more time on that side. Lift it up and reach and bring it down. Swap out legs. You don't have to add that leg lift if you don't want to. And bring it. We're just adding on to the poses, so you don't have to add that leg lift if you don't want it. And bring it up and down. And final, if you want, bring it up. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug it in. And bring it down. Beautiful. So I told you everything was about adding on, right? All right. If you can, we're going to lift it up. If you can't, you could be here and then lift it up and then reach and then roll it down. Or if you need to do this with one leg, you could do it with one leg to support your back, okay? So take a deep breath in, round it out, lift it up, reach it over. If you were doing one leg, you're going to swap out legs, round out the shoulders, belly button, spine, lift it up, and reach, and bring it down. Beautiful. All right, we're going to roll over. Told you, hopefully remember the beginning moves that we did before, maybe not. Bringing it up into that plank pose. Bring the right leg out the outside, and then step it back. The left leg, and step it back. Bring the right leg, heel the right arm up. And then down, and back. Left leg, heel, up, and then down, and then back. All right, here we go. Bring the right leg up. You're going to shoot this left leg through. Bring the right leg through. Touch. And bring it back to that plank. Left leg. Shoot. Touch. And bring it back. Right leg. Shoot it through. Touch. And bring it back. Left leg. Shoot it through. Touch. And bring it back. And then sit it down. We got one more thing to try. And reach it up. With those shins hovering, toes curl under. You're going to take your left leg, bring it through. Right leg is here. Reach back, curl it up, and then bring it back to that tabletop. Shoot it through. Bring it up, reach the toes, and bring it back, hover. Shoot it through, reach it back, and one more time. Shoot it through, reach it back, reach the toes, and here you are. And release. Beautiful. Bring the arms out, sit it back, get that beautiful stretch. Roll over onto your back. Knees are nice and bent. Arms are out to the side. Elbows aligned with the shoulders. Slide them up and then bring them down. Key to this move is to keep the lower back against the ground. Don't let it arch. Do it one more time. Bring it up and bring it down. Beautiful. Bring both knees into the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. squeeze. Tailbone is down to the earth. Nice. Extend both legs up, roll the shoulders back and down. Reach behind the calves, draw them in, push the tailbone down towards the ground, roll the shoulders back, and point and flex, and point and flex, and point. Now you could do this with one leg bent and one leg straight. Do both legs straight, just for a change, something different. Hands at the calves, or at the toes, or at the ankles. Open nice and wide. Roll the shoulders back, tailbone towards the earth. Take the right leg, cross it in front of the left so you have this Y or V. Then the legs reach around the calves or by the ankles or shins. Push the right hip away, the left hip towards you, and then pull both legs out towards the side to get that nice outer thigh ITBF. And then unravel, left leg goes in front, right leg goes back. Bend, reach a part of the leg that feels comfortable for you, and then pull to the sides, the legs. And then release. Soles of the feet together, knees are out wide. Roll the shoulders back and down, push the tailbone to the earth, bring the elbows in line with the shoulders, lift up again, and bring them down. 2 more times. Lift up again, then bring them down. 1 more time. Lift up, and bring it down. Close your legs like a book. Bring the knees in. Roll up. Find your comfortable seat. Swap out legs. Whatever leg was in front, swap it out just to kind of balance things out. Roll the shoulders back and down, lean back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale down. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, share the joy by telling your friends. Have a wonderful day, everybody.